Hey, how are you? Got a video here on my best tips for running in a successful insurance agency in 2022. I've made this video in the past, but I wanted to remake it because stuff has definitely changed. So let's dive into it. All right, so I'm going to dive straight into the best tips, but before I do that, if you're getting any value, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Would really appreciate that. That helps the channel grow and helps me put out content like this. So first off, you got the agency up and running. The number one tip that I recommend for insurance agencies in 2022 is to build out automation. We have the power to duplicate ourselves and do stuff at scale, whether it's email, texting, voicemails, or even renewals for insurance agents. So super important to build out some form of automation, birthday cards, welcome cards, emails, welcome emails, that kind of thing, and doing that so that your agency is set up on the back end. The next thing I would recommend is separating your high-level service business and your sales, your outbound sales. So this is once you start to hire, you want to make sure you kind of separate those two things in the business because they are two kind of separate departments and can slow each other down. So you want to make sure you have sales and service kind of split up, but they can both interchange when needed. So that's a whole other topic. I made another video on it and how to go into that. So next thing is delegating, making sure that once you do have that department set up, you are able to delegate that stuff to your team efficiently and give them full ownership of what they're doing as well. Don't be hands-on micromanaging. You want to just hand it off and allow your team to run and help you grow because it takes more than one person, to build something great. The next thing I would recommend is daily work blocks, separating up your day efficiently. Like, from 9 to 10, I'm going to do some training. From 10 to 11, I'm going to do cold calls to certain types of companies that generate the most business. And from 12 to 1, I'm going to have a business lunch meeting with a potential client. Separate and block out your day so that you operate on the highest activity levels that are going to generate the most income for your agency and most efficiently, because if you're just scattered all over the place, just running around thinking you're doing a bunch of stuff, it is more than likely inefficient. And studies that even show that multitasking and all these different things are actually super inefficient. So make sure you block up your day and make sure that you have that all dialed in. The next thing I would recommend is internal chats for your team. When you're doing those blocks and you're separating up your day, you want to make sure that you guys are able to talk to each other, but meanwhile not interrupt each other. Because if you are, head down in your, strategic block where you're calling tree companies, then you want to make sure that you're not getting interrupted in the middle of your flow. You're really feeling it and you're not bothering someone else, and you don't want to mess up their flow because that also causes inefficiencies. So the last thing I will mention here is organizing your weekday on Sundays. So Sunday is a great kind of downtime. It allows you to take a step back from the business when no one else is really working. Maybe there are some people, but it gives you an opportunity to plan out your week, make sure that you are ready to roll for the week, and kind of lay out every day. I like to do it on Sundays and also in the mornings. This morning I wrote out a bunch of different things that I need to do, and I blocked that in a certain time where I'm going to just knock out those tasks that are kind of just tedious things. And then I also have certain blocks where I'm going to make strategic calls that are the most high level important calls that are going to generate more business for the, more income for the business. And on Sundays I plan that all out, but then on a daily I like to do it in the morning as well because stuff changes throughout the week. It's very hard on Sunday to plan what's going to happen on Friday. So you want to make sure Sunday is kind of like a lay it out, like this is what the week will look like, but every morning I like to put 30 minutes in. It's worth putting in 30 minutes to plan out all the tasks you need to do versus the whole day just kind of being running around, not sure where you're going. So that's the best stuff I got for you. I highly recommend using some of those tips to structure your agency and become more efficient. And if you notice, the key word there was efficiency, because It's not necessarily the multimillionaire isn't necessarily doing something dramatically different than what somebody making $100,000. They're just doing stuff differently. They're not working that much harder. They're just doing stuff differently. So you need to make sure that you are dialed in with your process. And if you see, if you're still making only $100,000 and it's not working, and you've been trying, there's a good chance you need to change something up and be open-minded to other, routes and strategies and organization. So hopefully that helps. If you do get any value, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. And go to chriscostantini.com if you want to book a consulting call. I also have that. I will be releasing the ebook soon, and hopefully that will bring more value than all this stuff, kind of putting it all together. So that's all I got. I will see you guys at the top. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.